Unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica from the scrapbooks of Adrian Freighter. This is the Trendsetter series of unsung heroes. While Seba United holds a place in Jamaica's football history that no other team can take from them, having been crowned the first rural champion when they won the 1986-87 Craveney National Premier League title, their fellow Montego Bay team, Wadada FC, can also lay claim to being one of the best teams Jamaica has produced over the years. Like Seba, Wadada also emerged national champion, becoming the second team to do so when they won the coveted title in 1988. Again, like Seba, Wadada, which is based in Mount Salem, has very strong community roots and remains highly revered in their home base. In this edition of Lest You Forget, we will be looking back at Wadada's history as a trendsetter in Montego Bay sports. This will be framed against the 1988 scenario when Wadada joined Seba as the only rural teams to have won the National Premier League title. It comes from a story I wrote for the Western Mirror on March 12, 1988, under the headline Wadada, the Toast of National Football. It read as follows: the thunderous blast of firecrackers and the hoarse but elated voice of thousands of Wadada supporters at the National Stadium in Kingston last Sunday heralded a new era in the annals of national football. After 90 exhilarating minutes of football, Wadada, the Hard Shield, President's Cup, Mee Johnson Knockout and Appleton KO champions of St. James stood supreme as the undisputed kings of Jamaica's football. In beating Reno FC 1-0 in the return leg of the Craveney-sponsored National Premier League final to capture the two-way tie 2-0 on aggregate, Wadada joined former champion Seba United as the only two rural teams to have won the nation's most prestigious football title at that time. Wadada's win, which came after many years of promising much but failing to deliver, must be attributed to the hard work and dedication that have characterized their performances this season. Today, in a bid to enlighten fans on the background of the newly crowned national champions, I will take an in-depth look at the background of Wadada from their inception in the Mount Salem community in 1977 to their moment of glory at the National Stadium last Sunday. Wadada Football Club was founded in Mount Salem in 1977 by the quartet of present coach and former national captain Mark Ledford, former national midfielder Alan Creature Aaron, football enthusiast O'Brien Hobbs Mackenzie, and Delroy Builder James. Wadada was born out of the dream of these four football pioneers to keep Mount Salem football alive, following the demise of the Mount Salem United team at the end of the 1976 St. James season. With James as the coach, Wadada embarked on their first season of competitive football, contesting the 1977 St. James Division II competition. Wadada, playing an attractive brand of Brazilian one-touch football, won a great deal of fans to their team as they placed second in the competition. They were thus promoted to Division 1. With Wadada expected to be one of the dominant teams in the 1980 Division 1 competition, a crisis within the team saw them not contesting the season. The problem started when the Dreadlocks members of the team, which formed the vast majority, ousted the non-Dreadlocks in a bid to produce an all-Dread aggregation. With the Barlet discarded, Wadada withdrew from the parish's competition and only displayed their talent on rare occasions in so-called international games. After one season of all-Dread football, the breach between the Dreads and the Barlets was repaired for the 1981 season. With the dynamic and father-like Gene Gray as manager, Wadada re-entered the St. James domestic competition at the Division 2 level. They won the Division 2 competition relatively easily and were again promoted to Division 1. Back in Division 1, they gradually began their climb to the top echelon of national football. In the 1982-83 season, they won the Hard Shield for the first time and qualified for the National Premier League. Wadada regained the Hard Shield in the 1984-85 season and took the President Cup title as well. They maintained their dominance of St. James football by again winning the Hard Shield and President Cup, as well as the Appleton Knockout Trophy. The 1986 season saw Wadada achieving a major milestone in St. James's football, winning the Hard Shield, the President's Cup, Appleton Knockout Trophy and the Meade Johnson Keogh Trophy, the first team ever to win all 4 major titles in a single season. Before this season, Wadada's exploit in the Premier League have been relatively modest, despite the presence of a number of imported national players over the years. This season, whether by design or by fate, Wadada invested primarily in homegrown talent, and it paid off. With Kenneth Gaynor at the helm, Wadada showed the type of resilience that was lacking in former years. They actually went 7 consecutive games undefeated as they marched into the semi-finals. At this stage, they hosted former champion Seba United to reach the finals. With the finals now history, tribute is in order for skipper Kenneth Gaynor, Neville Brown, Winston Anglin, Anthony Williams, Carlton Alexander, Dave Brooks, Durant Brown, James Edwards, Bentley Brown, Anthony Barnes, and goalkeeper Stennis Psalms. Having tasted National Premier League success, Wadada was very hungry for more success. In the 1991-92 season, Wadada again worked their way to the final, where they again came up against Reno. And as they did in the 1987-88 final, they again came away victorious to gain a second hold on the coveted title. While Wadada has been in and out of the Premier League over recent years, for those fans who were around for the 1987-88 season and the 1991-92 season, when Wadada did not only emerge as the best in the West but the best in all Jamaica, playing a brand of football that many envied. In addition to the players on the field, one of Wadada's great assets was its incredible support staff, which always seems to be there for the players whenever they are in need. People like Gearsman, London, Fisher, Freighter. The travelling fans led by the likes of Zappa, Puff and Jumbe. And of course the financial support staff, which include the likes of Barry Dredd, Roy Fenton, the Duke of Earl, Roy Randall, among others. While Wadada faces an uncertain future in club football in Jamaica, the team's history speaks for itself, and this team should go down in the annals of St. James as one of those trendsetters who brought great pride to Western Jamaica. Unforgettable stories out of Western Jamaica from the scrapbooks of Adrian Freighter. Before you go, please remember to subscribe.